This is Hitman 2's community contract Waterworld by Anti-Gravitas. In this contract, the object is to drown these 5 people. And to do that, here's what we're going to take. I'm not going to smuggle in anything because I don't need the extra stuff. I'm switching to the silver baller, although there is absolutely no need for a pistol. I'm going to take a melee weapon because I need something to throw. I've chosen the meaty bone because it's not illegal in any disguise, and also it's fun to say that I'm carrying around my meaty bone. In addition, we're also going to need coins. You can take whatever kind. I'm taking the gold ones because I did that stupid challenge in Bangkok to get them, and I'm damn well going to use them. Okay, so here we go. As usual, we're going to cancel right out of the cutscene and head into the mission area. I kind of wish there was a slightly closer starting point, though I don't know where they would have put one. We're going to definitely avoid this bald man as we run through and head up the stairs. We're going to the alleyway behind the cafe to get our disguise that will let us move around freely in the area where our targets are congregated. If you time this right, this guard will be heading over toward that corner right as we pass through. He's going to be our first victim. We're going to take his outfit. We're going to knock him out, so we need to place a coin down here, and then we're going to throw the meaty bone at the stairs to draw him down here. If you throw the meaty bone down far enough where you can subdue him and put him in the dumpster, he won't actually hear that, so we need to bring him part way and then draw him the rest of the way down with the coin. On a previous run, the meaty bone decided to bounce all the way up to the courtyard up there, and then things just went really interesting. So there's a bit of random happenstance. So we're going to conk him out good and pick up our meaty bone. Then we're going to drag him over to the dumpster and take his clothes. You know, typical everyday occurrences. These are perfectly normal sentences that one should say in everyday life. Alright, so we've got our police or security disguise, we've retrieved our coin and our meaty bone, and we're going to head down these stairs because our targets are all in the general vicinity of this bathroom area down here. You can see right there, they're all kind of spread about. So we're going to go into this first bathroom. So this all relies on placing coins on the toilet, or as I like to call it, toilet money. Now, it can be hard to place your toilet money in exactly the right spot, so just kind of fiddle around until you get there. It has to be kind of in the gap between the lid and the toilet seat, or the NPCs will not see it when they come in. So with that placed, we're going to take the meaty bone and throw it in the middle of the room as much as we can. That will draw them past the doorway and make sure that they get an eye line on the coin. Okay, so he's seeing the coin and coming in. Make sure to close the door every time when you're about to drown someone, especially when there's a crowded room behind you. So with the coin there, the NPC will go straight for the toilet money, and that gives us a perfect chance to sneak up behind and drown him when the NPC gets within range. And we're going to do this 5 more times. So this is not to draw in the next target. We're actually going to take this NPC out because he's just a pain in the ass. So we're not going to drown him, we're just going to choke him out and then throw him in the box. Alright, so our next target is one of the security guards. You can try throwing the bone into the middle of the room. He moves around some and will either be in range or not, depending. In this case, I had to throw it near the doorway, which slows things down a little bit, but this is timed about as tight as I can get it, so I don't think there's really a better chance to do this, so you're just going to have to kind of make do. I was hoping he would see the coin and come in when he finished his search pattern here, but I had to throw the bone again to get him to pick up on it and come in. And that wasn't the end of the problems either. So we'll wait for him to walk back in to investigate the meaty bone noise. Okay, he sees the coin now, but the problem is he's going to the side, and I can't get a line on drowning him. So I have to place down another coin, or I should say more toilet money. Fortunately, once I place this down, it actually puts him in position where I can slide him over and drown him. So, lost a little bit of time on this one. This can go better or worse, depending. There seems to be a little bit of RNG involved in how they respond to the distractions and where they go for the coins. So you'll notice I left him in the middle of the floor. We're not going back in that bathroom ever again. This is also why we're not using the emetic poison to try to motivate anyone into the toilets. Now, speaking of bad RNG, this was a first occurrence for this contract on this particular run, where the target on the bench outside decided to send in another NPC to investigate the bone noise. So I spent some time here trying to use the period while he was in investigation mode to get the attention of the bench target, but that wasn't really working, unfortunately.
I don't even care, just going through the motions here.
Yeah, I just kept trying this for a little while. There was nothing to lose timing-wise for this, because it was either going to attract the attention of the NPC who was already here, or it was going to get the attention of the bench target. And if it got the attention of the NPC who was already here, well, there's not really anything I can do about that.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I tried one last time, and then once he came back to investigate again, I decided to change gears and go for one of the other targets. The one out to the right is a guard, so I decided to drop the extra pistol I have and hope that the investigating NPC would see that and go get the secondary target. Well, that didn't work, so I had to draw him back over here again on purpose this time with the meaty bone. All in all, I still made good time on the mission in the end, but if some of these occurrences hadn't happened, I think I would have actually done quite a bit better. So he's seen the gun, and he's going to go get the guard target now. On reflection, I probably should have used this opportunity to draw in the bench target, since his deferral NPC is out of range now. But instead, I decided to go to the second toilet and set up the second round of toilet money to bring in the next victim. I would ultimately come to regret this, as you will soon see. Okay, so there's the guard. I picked up the pistol after the investigating NPC left to speed this up a little bit. So he's come around the pillar, and now I've thrown the bone in the bathroom to get his attention and bring him in here so I can drown him. And that part's all working perfectly smooth. There's not really any issue with this part of the mission. So he's seen the coin, and he's coming in. And now he's face down in the toilet. I mean, when have we not all been face down in a toilet at some point or another in the pursuit of money? Alright, so we're going to stash him in the crate. And pick up his gun, because if we leave that there, that'll just cause problems later. So at this point, the bench target has walked off onto the movie set, which is why I regretted not trying to draw him in here when I still had the chance to. But our fifth victim, Cosima Rotolo, has come in and is in range, and we can easily knock her off.
Excuse me?
Into the drink. Ew. And then we'll put her into the box as well. Okay, so we have one target left. He's out on the movie set, and unfortunately, even setting aside that the one guard outside is an enforcer, there's really no way we have to bring him back here. So all we can really do is wait. And boy oh boy do I wait. And regret. We'll fast forward through the majority of this and pick it back up when he actually gets back to where I can catch his attention. Okay, so having lost what looks like close to 2 minutes, he's finally back over at the bench, and I've been able to get his attention. So it takes a couple of stages of this to bring him all the way in. You have to wait until he's done investigating and is about to go back before you throw the bone again and draw him further in. This is actually the biggest hassle of doing this whole thing, and that's consistent in every run. It's him. He's the big problem every time, even when you can get him off the bench and in here on the first try. So now we're going to throw the bone in the bathroom to bring him the rest of the way in, and that should bring him close enough now to where he will go and investigate the coin, and we can drown him and get the mission wrapped up. Okay, so he's going for it, pushing him in. And I'm particularly enjoying this one after the hassle and stress, well, maybe not stress, but certainly annoyance that he's put me through. So we're going to retrieve our toilet money. And we're going to leave his body there because he has tasked me so. Also because we're out of storage space. It's fine, the bodies won't be found, nobody else comes in here. So we're going to head out up this stairway for the exit. And we're going to exit via the gate in the back alleys of Sapienza. Watch when you're coming around this corner because there is a security camera that covers the inside corner there. And when you're coming down this way, one of the guards in the street is going to be an enforcer for the guard disguise. But if you're quick, you can slide by him and get out of line of sight before he becomes suspicious and blows your silent assassin score. Alright, and we're at the exit and out of the mission. Alright, everybody's eliminated. All objectives have been completed. Okay, so we're done. We have Silent Assassin, and our mission time is 11 minutes and 15 seconds. And if not for the 2 minutes wasted waiting for the bench target to come back, that would have been obviously even way faster. Looking at the leaderboard, you can see that this strategy put me in the #1 position by a margin of over 2 minutes. And that's over the person who created the contract, too, so I suspect there's a little bit of a difference in strategy. #3 is only a little bit slower. There's a little bit of a change in approach for the people in 4, 5, and 6 position, where I don't think they even tried to carry out the mission objective as such. And position #6 had a really interesting time, and I would have liked to see that playthrough. So that's been the Waterworld community contract. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment or a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, and maybe I will do more.